Arcrest donates $9. Thank you, Arcrest. And they say, Tom and Ben, the Grand Council of Genies wishes to subcontract you to write the new rules on wishing.
Ooh.
We've been getting too many exploits from VOD goblins, and so now we need 3 rules to keep wishes from getting exploited.
Ah.
Wishing you a nice evening.
Okay.
Oh man, you used up one of your wishes.
That's all right. They used up a wish to put us in charge of wishing. And our first commandment is no one else gets any more wishes.
No wishes for anyone apart from Tom and Ben.
Ben. Yes. And then wish number 2 is infinite Tom and Ben wishes.
Mm-hmm.
And then wish number 3 is Tom gets no wishes.
Wow. But you already gave me infinite wishes.
Ooh. Well, immovable object and unstoppable force combined, you now have to roll a 4+ to get a wish.
Okay. Well, every time I make a wish, I have to roll a 4+.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Makes sense, right? I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just end wishing. You know, the only problems come from it. When's like a wish ever been like, you know, for good?
I wish for world peace.
Yeah, but that means everyone dies.
Yeah, okay. Is this Council of Genies going to monkey's paw us?
Oh, geez, they always do. I'm pretty sure they're the ones that came up with the monkey's paw.
Right. Fair enough.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. But they don't actually grant wishes, do they? They aren't actually genies.
No, they just
I'm
make
talking about
kids sick.
actual wishes. What?
That's what the genie's monkey's paw would do.
That's true.
They would make kids ill so they could then grant wishes for them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're not actually wizards.
Yeah, I think actually you'd spend far more time just having to like legally. Although actually, you know what? If you did have wishes, if your wishes were real, there'd be a lot of money to be made as a wish contract lawyer, right? Because everyone would cotton on to the genie being a dick, and monkey pouring you every time. So you could have like the Genie Institute that like locks the genie up in like a Event Horizon dungeon,
Right, okay.
to contain its power, and then you can only go in if you have like the most meticulously constructed.
Oh god, this
loophole-free
like legal document.
Yeah, and like all the brightest legal minds on earth all have to agree that this is ironclad.
Yeah, okay.
Then you go down and force the genie to grant it.
I guess like you could just wish. You know, you plan out your own one and wish to be the best at.
Yeah, but again, if you just wish to be the best contract lawyer, he just explodes every other contract lawyer on the planet, and then by default, you are the best.
That's true. But you know, you could just come up with your own one that's pretty good, and put yourself in that position. I don't think you need to make too many things. I think you could just putting in a line along the lines of, you know, I wish to be the best contracts lawyer, and so I can write the best wish contracts, and I want this wish to be granted with my intention, like, you know.
Oh, okay. Just always that caveat.
This, like, I think you can have a caveat a bit like that. The genie's got to be a real dick to like work around.
Yeah. Well, then you do always run the risk of like, you know, if you're saying within my intentions and do it as, you know, see into my soul and see what I want.
Oh god!
And then before you know it, there's just a fucking centaur there in court with
like
you.
I'm now a centaur.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the best wish lawyer, but also now I'm a centaur because it's sensed in the back of my head.
Yeah,
That's my dream scenario.
exactly. It found something about you that you didn't even know about
Oh
yourself.
god. Okay.
And then you have to like live with that like
Wow.
realization.
Okay.
Maybe you're happier now though.
I guess, because also a lot of people are going to be. If everyone has a wish, everyone gets one wish. I think the moment that you live in that world and you've been there for a week, you're not going to be as kind of fucking surprised when you see a centaur walking down the street.
That's true. That's
just
one
gonna
of
be
the
like,
most vanilla things you've seen that week. I
yeah,
imagine.
you'll be like, that fucking guy, they wish to be a centaur. That's a wacky wish.
I think to keep things interesting, you don't let anyone make the same wish as anyone else.
Ooh.
Like once you've made a wish, that wish is taken.
That wish is gone. How? Yeah, but can you be like,
So you're gonna-
fine, I wish for, 800 billion, 973 million.
Yeah.
Like, can you just say a very specific number of
I
pounds?
guess. Yeah, it's like finding a new username.
Yeah.
You can wish to be rich. 6969XXO.
Okay, right. Or like, yeah, I just wish to be the world's richest man and also have 10 grains of rice. Perfect. Like that kind of thing. Is that a new wish?
I think no ands.
No ants. Okay.
The rule.
Wow. God, you got to be careful because some dick is just going to be like, I wish everyone were centaurs.
Yeah.
And
But then someone else wishes for everyone to be humans, and then now humans is off the table.
oh fuck! So you can never go back. Everyone has to agree, right? No one wastes the "I wish for humans" thing
Yeah, we always need that as a reserve.
as a super backup.
Yeah.
Uh,
Get out of hand real quick.
I guess like, we could tag team together and be like, I wish for Tom and Ben to be whatever kings of the world, the richest, coolest, best people ever. And then if you were to wish, I wish there were no more wishes allowed from this point on.
Tom and Ben are now immune to wishes.
Tom and Ben are now immune to wishes,
Yeah.
and so we like tag team our wishes together.
Yeah.
So we
that's
live
wrong.
in like a wish null zone.
Oh, no,
So as people are just randomly turning into chickens, and like just all kinds of wacky stuff is going on, we can just be sat there as
living it up as world kings. I like that.
Okay, that's pretty good. The world will stay pretty wacky then.
Oh man, radiating shark wishes that nobody's immune to wishes. Too late. We're already immune.
What do you mean, baby?
You've just shut the door after the horse has bolted.
Yeah. Too late. You wish for more Warhammer content on the Games Night channel?
Ooh.
Well, I'd keep my eyes open.
Wish granted.
Wish granted. That's your wish. I wish to undo all previous wishes. Oh, God, it's bad.
Too late. We're immune.
We are immune, yeah.
So good luck with that.
Although, would that wish potentially strip the layer of immunity?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, is there a stack? Are we talking about like
There's
Magic
a Magic
the
Gathering stack in order that stuff is resolved.
Because that would fuck us.
Well, no, if that's the case,
Because you could counterspell the counter.
yeah. But if something has, if something's hexproof, right? Does that,
Yeah.
that can still be destroyed by, like, destroy all, right?
Yeah, it just can't be targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just destroy it. I mean, I assume Genie's work on Magic the Gathering principles.
Probably.
So
I wish Genie's work on Magic the Gathering principles.
So, Tom and Ben are hexproof.
Yeah.
Although, couldn't we just have like protection white, protection black, protection blue?
That's just indestructible,
green?
right?
Indestructible. Oh, bam, there we go.
Um,
Is there a way? Is there a combo that makes you just immune to cards in Magic, or is there always
indestructible can still be exiled, right? Big Shroud is much better. Phase out mechanic.
something? Wow. Sex proof based on this conversation.
Wow.
Fucking burn.
Pretty good.